How's it going, guys? Didn't really have time to make any pregame videos this week either, so I'm just going to do a quick one in my car. The game starts in about 4 hours or something. Or, no, it would be 5 hours from now. And obviously I still have the Husky game to talk about. I'll talk about that later when I get home or whatever. But real quick before this Buffalo game, because this is a big one. This is a very important game. We're coming off a loss, a tough loss in New Orleans. We're at home. Next week, we play New England coming off a bye week, and that game is looking like it might be kind of a punt for us. I mean, I'm not saying we can't put up a good fight in that game, but it's going to be a tall task to actually even give yourself a chance to win in that game. You know, there's no Michael Bennett. We're probably going to be missing a couple other pieces. We don't know if Thomas Rawls is going to be back. We don't know what he'll be able to do if he's back, so this game's really important because we don't need to be having a 3-game losing streak going into the second half of the season. So tonight, hosting Buffalo, crowd needs to get loud, the team needs to get fired up, and whatever the hell we need to do to get this win, we just have to do it. Thinking about it, I mean, this Buffalo defense, they looked real bad at the start of the season. They started playing better recently, but they played some really bad quarterbacks. They were playing like, you know, Colin Kaepernick and Cody Kessler and, you know, those types. Those quarterbacks who are not too hard to beat up on. So, Jacoby Brissett, who wasn't even healthy. So, they've been playing better defense, but against the better competition in the NFL, like, you know, they got stomped all over by the Patriots offense. They got beat up by a couple other good offenses. It just seems like they are a defense that feasts on the bad offenses and struggles against the good ones. But right now we have a bad offense, so that doesn't fill me with a ton of comfort. So basically we just need our quarterback to elevate this offense beyond what it's been so far, and he can do it. This offense can do it. I've seen them do it before. Last year the offense was terrible. And then all of a sudden, second half of the season, Russell Wilson turned it on, and the offense was great. One of the best in the league. It can turn fast. And, you know, every week they come out with the same announcement. Wilson is healthier than he's been since week 1. And it's tough to read any actual meaning into that, because what else are they going to say? But we need him to be as healthy as he's been this season, tonight. Because no Marcel Darius for the Bills, but they still have good pass rushers. They can still get out to the quarterback. They can still play physically. They can play deceptively. And we just need our quarterback to be on point. I think we'll probably score somewhere around 20 points. And on a night like tonight, you would expect that to be enough. But if it gets a little more high scoring than that, we just need our offense to be able to keep up. And tough to have a lot of faith in them doing it right now, but you know, you just know the talent is there. It's frustrating right now because you feel like things would be so much better if Wilson was healthy. But defensively, we got Russell Wilson East Coast coming in. Tyrod Taylor, I love this guy. I love Tyrod Taylor. I love his game. I love the way he plays. I love the things he brings. He does not turn the ball over very much. He's got mobility, but he doesn't rely on it overly so. He does a lot of great things for that Buffalo offense. And no LaShawn McCoy, limited LaShawn McCoy. That's a big deal for them. This, especially without Michael Bennett, this Seahawks run defense has not been, and no Cam Chancellor, he's still out. This Seahawks run defense has not been 100%. It's still been good. I mean, we did good against Arizona. We did okay against New Orleans. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. So, not having to deal with a 100% LaShawn McCoy is actually kind of a big deal. But Buffalo will probably find a way to run the ball regardless. They have a mobile quarterback. They can run that read option. They can, you know, take defenders out of the play by having to focus on, you know, chasing the quarterback. And that they could run the ball on us a little bit. I'm a little worried. Their passing attack, I mean, I do like Tyrod Taylor. I think he's good. Good news is that Buffalo is missing their number one wide receiver, Sammy Watkins. He's out for the season, I think. And the receivers behind him on the depth chart just are not much to write home about. So, big game from the secondary tonight. You know, control the game. Control those wide receivers. Don't let it be like, you know, I'm not saying the defense played bad against New Orleans, but Breeze did some damage. He found his targets down the field. He moved the chains. He got scoring drives going, especially later in that game. So let's just control the game tonight, and whatever the hell we have to do to get out of there with a win, let's just do it. I mean, this season is, for a bunch of different reasons, really starting to go south, but if we can come out with a win tonight, next week it's not looking good, but you will be positioned to pretty much win the division in the second half of the year regardless if you win tonight. 5-3-1 going into the last 7 games of the season in this division, good enough. All right, that's about all I can say. It's going to be an interesting game. This Buffalo team's kind of an enigma, I think. I don't have a great feel on what they're going to be because their defense looks so good some weeks, and then some weeks it just gets torched. But this offense struggles against, well, not every defense, but it's been struggling against a lot of defenses lately. So, I don't know what we're doing at left tackle yet. I really hope George Fant stays out there because he actually played pretty well last week. I'm done with Bradley Sowell. So done. I know he's getting healthier now and he might be able to play, but I'm ready for the George Fant era. He impressed me a little bit last week, and more than I can say for Sowell. All right. See you guys later.